So today I want to answer a question that has been risen quite occasionally now. That is, they see this type of dog, this is a Patterdale Terrier, also known as a Black Felt Terrier. And they say, that's a mini Labrador. And they state this because they think they look alike and they have some similarities, of course. Normally a Labrador retriever is often found in the black coloration, and this little guy is not coincidentally also named the Black Felt Terrier. And they say it's a hunting breed, like our Labrador retriever. And this is true. Both the Labrador retriever and Patterdale Terrier are hunting breeds, of course, but I think this is where the similarities also end. Because they also say they both have this short coat, and this is true as well. It helps the visual appeal, and of course both have ears that are not standing upright, not pricked ears. Of course, you could say something like that. But also if you look at the coats, they're quite different. Both are quite short, this is true, but the structure is a lot different as well. And if you look at the other points, I will try to make a case why they are different as well. Just number 2. So number 2 goes down the trash can. So bear with me if you want to know why they are different. One is it is stated that they look the same. For me they look a little bit different. This is a different build, especially the back is quite a lot longer, but those are details. And also it depends a lot on what kind of Labrador retriever you are comparing with. Most Labrador retrievers that we see here in Western Europe are the English type, which are quite blocky and also quite massive. In my opinion, this has nothing to do with a Patterdale Terrier. Some Patterdale Terrier strains can be quite massive, of course, but they look a lot different, in my humble opinion. However, if you look at the working type of Labrador retriever, it's a lot more athletic. That is found especially in the United States, including the Canada region. You see an athletic animal that doesn't look that much different as compared to a Patterdale Terrier. I think the ears would be different. Also often the tail is set a little bit different, also by preference of hunters. But this is an athletic working type of animal. Same as that working type Labrador. So this would give you different insights. Also, a big difference, in my opinion, is that a Patterdale Terrier should carry as much strength for its chest circumference as possible. And it depends on the quarry that is after. If this is giving you the dictation of a smaller or bigger Patterdale. And also if Patterdales are almost exclusively used above ground, the chest circumference is not as much of a identifying factor anymore. Some breeders breed them to hunt hawks, and then chest circumference, for example, is not a big deal. Also those that hunt raccoons above ground, chest circumference is not that big of a deal anymore. But in general, and 95% if not more, chest circumference and then maximum power behind that is what defines the Patterdale Terrier. And why is this? They needed a dog that could chase the quarry and then fight it in their dens, in their fells, which are like rocky crevices with a similar purpose as a den. And that is what a Patterdale does. And this is a lot different than the hunting properties of a Labrador Retriever. As the name implies, terrier, Patterdale Terrier, to go to ground. Terra means earth, and retriever means to retrieve. So if a quarry has been shot, the retriever retrieves. And it does that often with a soft bite to not damage the waterfowl, for example, which is completely different to that of a Patterdale Terrier. It goes in and also tries to hold the quarry in its place. So like a miniature catch dog. In this case, you could sooner compare this very small little black guy to a Dogo Argentino or an American Bulldog, if you want, than to a Labrador. Although both Dogo Argentino and American Bulldog are of course a lot bigger than even a Labrador Retriever, and of course it will never have that power, this little Patterdale Terrier, but their style is that much different. So that being said, I hope this gives you insight in if they are like a miniature version, but also because they look a little bit like that, but also on the other object. Hey! Mooie bel! On the other object, which is they're both hunting dogs. So if they're both hunting dogs, do they have similar purpose or attributes? Also crossbreeding this type of dogs, getting medium-sized Labrador for hunting purposes is not needed. Of course you could have a dog that could be a good retriever on the other hand, or okay retriever. Vlaamse geit. Flemish, I don't know how you call that. It's like a magpie, but then with red and pink feathers and a shorter tail. And of course you could get a dog that is still capable of also holding some quarry. But why? Because there are lots better dogs to do this with. If you want to cross a Patterdale Terrier, which is an elite hunting dog, go for German Drahthaar, which is also a good dog to retrieve, but also to bay and to chase, track down with their nose. That will be a better cross if you want to go that route. I hope this gave you some insight. You can also see that Estacado is shaping up quite nicely now. It's still in the beginning of its conditioning, but I'm happy with the results so far. Have a nice day.